2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, we've got Murray. Cole is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard position. Now here's Beverley. Pass to George. From deep. Porter pulls it in.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Bull kicks to Jokic. Outside Porter. He dishes it to Barton. Down low. 6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Now here's Beverley. Paul George unable to get his shot to go, and Ibaka slams it in.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Bull. Inside. Here's Jokic, and that's going to be a travel. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Beverley looking around. Ibaka right side. Murray against Beverley. And Bull pulls it down.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Here's Jokic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Jokic is really good in these pick-and-pop situations. He loves them, and he executes them very well.
The pass to Ibaka. Back to George. From deep three-point range, that shot no good.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Barton passes to Porter. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Good on the shot.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Murray outside. He kicks it to Porter. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. That one good for 2.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. Got a hand on it. Leonard against Barton. Leonard with the bucket.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Now here's Murray. Over Beverley. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Murray's got his second basket of the game. 50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Denver leading by 4. Passes to Barton. Floats it up for Jokic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here's George for 3. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Leonard on the wing, guarded by Porter. Cousins dishes to Ibaka. Pass to Leonard.
That's rock-solid defense right there. Jokic bodied him up and then affected the trajectory of the shot.
And recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball. Yeah.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Ivica Zubac. Reggie Jackson out there with Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the small forward. Now here is McGee, and here's Morris for 3. Morris with the rebound. Kennard kicks to Jackson. Kennard the pass to Jackson. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to man. Here's Kennard. 5 to shoot.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Here's Millsap. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Millsap's got the lead up to 8 now for Denver. Jackson passes to Kennard. Back to Jackson. The pass to Zubac, stolen by McGee. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. And they pick up 2. And now a 10-point Nugget lead. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority from McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Rivers finds McGee. Morris looking over the floor. Passes it to Millsap. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Morris, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender in rebounding.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Leonard. Denver grabs the miss.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And that one's good, Jokic.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
1:37 left here in the second. George passes to Ibaka. Outside for George. Morris, left side. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Porter passes to Jokic. Murray left side. There's the dish to Barton. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Murray, no good. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers, trailing by 10. That one goes in.
And George is very good in how he leaks out in transition, times it perfectly, and really creates high percentage shots for himself as a result.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Bull. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. It's stolen by Morris. Here's George. That one, no good. Barton with some nice D.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull. Gordon comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
George dishes to Leonard. Leaps for it. Jokic with the steal. Here's Millsap. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their... That's all for now.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Porter is out there with Bull. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5.
And the size Bull has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Clippers trail by 12. Everly with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Leonard the pass to Beverly, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
There's the pass to Bull. Baseline try. That shot off the mark. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's George. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. George has got it back down to single digits for the Clippers. To the middle. Here's Jokic. He feeds it to Bull. That one goes. Count it. Jokic has got 10.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Amazing athleticism from George. I mean, sprinting towards the bucket and getting there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Barton outside. Here's Jokic. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Barton drives in. Murray, the pass to Jokic. To the inside. Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Porter. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
We've got 1:55 left here in the third quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Yes, that goes in. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Jackson passes to Mann. And here's Kennard. Clock at 6. And here's Morris for 3.
You got it. Come on, come on.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Five on the clock. Poked away. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Nuggets leading by 6. 1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. Rivers finds Morris. And Morris throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Zubac. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Jackson.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Morris outside. And the rejection by Zubac. And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Batum. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Mann in at the 3 spot.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Here's Gordon. Here's Millsap. Kicks to Rivers. Back to Millsap. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. And another shot. Out to Morris. Passes it to Gordon. Now here's Green. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And that one's good. Barton. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Denver?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well. Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Beverley, good work there as it goes.
And Beverley is a menace inside. I mean, incredibly crafty at finding ways to score down there.
Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. Now Porter. Hole with it. He's guarded by Cousins. Here's Jokic. And such a nice move to make the basket work. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Beverley, the pass to Cousins. Back to Beverley. Feeds to Ibaka. Can't cash in from close range. The Nuggets leading by 6. And Barton throws it down.
Absolutely terrific in transition. When the floor opens up, Barton attacks and doesn't let up.
George against Barton. And George kicks to Ibaka. On target from 13 feet.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Barton passes to Jokic. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, it was a bumpy start to his career for Michael Porter. I mean, this guy had his entire rookie season taken away because of back surgery and had a big mountain to climb just to get back out on the court. But, you know, to his credit, he made the climb.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Denver with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Jokic. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Barton trying to get open. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, you don't see bigs with Jokic's skill level very often. His athleticism, very average, but he still can throw it down if he has to.
George looking around. Dishes to Leonard. George against Barton. Left side, George. Trying to get open is Ibaka.
Using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nuggets.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the pass to Barton. Murray against Beverly. Bull the pass to Murray. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. And
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Yusuf Nurkic, Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Giles in at the 4 slot. And for the Nuggets, Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. Lillard finds Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Now here's Porter. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Barton defending. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lillard. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. And now the Nuggets fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
And Michael Porter Jr. being drafted was a bit of a high risk, high reward due to the fact that physically he needed to come a long way to be consistent in the NBA. And he may be seeing signs that it's going to pay off with huge dividends.
Now here's Nurkic. Back to Lillard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Murray surveying the D. Here's Bull. The pass to Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Hollis Jefferson with it. Nurkic with it. Now defended by Jokic. Lillard outside. 4 on the clock and stolen by Murray. Bull can't hit. Lillard with no one around. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Millsap finds Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Millsap.
Given how skilled Millsap is in the post, sometimes you have no choice but to foul him and hope he misses the shot.
The Nuggets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now here's McCollum. Shoots. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Rivers dishes to Millsap. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Anthony kicks to Powell. A miss that time would have put him up. Denver in the lead. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. And he makes good on the layup.
The contact's certainly there, but Millsap just too big and too strong on those type of plays.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Outside Anthony. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And the basket by McCollum.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Now, here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gordon with it. Now defended by McCollum. Here's McGee. The second chance effort. Out to Morris. Pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
And McCollum puts up a deep 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first quarter. The Nuggets on top, up 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And before...
I don't fear nobody. And, you know...
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Collins is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Murray against Lillard. Murray, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Puts up a 3. Here's Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. And Bull pulls it down. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Shoots it up. That one off the back iron and out. And here are the Trailblazers now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Back to Covington. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. It's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Now, here's Bull. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Unloads from 13. The Nuggets with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 6. Three-pointer, Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. There's the double team with Bull. 4-3, Covington, and Bull pulls it down. Nuggets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And Jokic wide open, he shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for Denver. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lillard against Barton. Lillard the pass to Giles. Back to Lillard. The tray. He can't hit that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. It's Barton with the drive. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. It's Barton on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barton. Jokic has got 6. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Just 4 to shoot. Jokic, no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. And it's McCollum in the corner. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kanter checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Harry Giles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Lillard. Here's Morris. After Enes Kanter's basket, passes it to Rivers. Back to Morris. Anthony against Millsap. Over Anthony. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Felt like the whole team knew they were going to get out into transition, and Melo takes full advantage.
34 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Morris. Count it. Good. Morris has got his first points of the night. 29 seconds left in the first half. And here is Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Morris finds Millsap. Morris looking over the floor. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your... And that'll about do.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
We've got Will Barton. Ole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard outside. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Denver leading by 4. Outside, Porter. Inside, Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Lillard from outside and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Now Murray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Murray with the jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Covington finds Lillard. No good on the 3. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. Murray, good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Now, here's Lillard. Porter with the steal. Murray with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Now, so polished in his all-around game, I'm not surprised to see Jokic roaring down there on the fast break.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. McGee's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 8. And that's an intentional foul. To the paint, here's Powell. Kicks it to Cantor. Lots of room. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Morris passes to Millsap. It's stolen by Anthony. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
I can't take Melo for granted on defense. That time with the active hands to help come away with the steal.
Denver leading by 6. Morris outside. On the wing, Gordon. Morris passes to Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Well, at 6'8", Millsap is still a threat to get up in the air and get those down.
Pass to Cantor. McCollum against Morris. Cantor kicks to Anthony. Jones in the post. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum outside, and that one drops.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Rivers. The shot's good, and the Nuggets lead by 8.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Cullen passes to Cantor. Back to McCollum. But they'll get another chance. It's Powell on the wing. Kicks it out to McCollum. Over Morris. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. McCollum against Morris. Gordon deciding where to go with it. The shot from the low post is good.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Covington in at the small forward. Here's the break. Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
Jamal Murray's hands on defense right there, being disruptive and staying active.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Lillard outside. Shoots over Barton. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Down low, Giles. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Bol, he's checked in for Green. Denver leading by 10. Murray with it. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. That one drops for him. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Jokic. Cullen passes to Covington. Now here's Lillard. The shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort. Porter with it. Now Covington defending. Porter dishes to Barton. Covington with the steal. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
What a luxury for a staff to have a guard who can do this. Lillard able to elevate quickly for the monster jam.
Murray against Lillard. Jokic on top. Back to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic inside. Working on Nurkic.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Trailblazers trail by 14. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Giles. Hollis Jefferson comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Simons surveying the D. Over Murray. Over to the left wing. Collins finds Nurkic. Over Jokic. And he can't bank that one in. The Nuggets leading by 14. Barton outside. Covington against Porter. Bull the pass to Barton. Now Jokic shoots the three. And it's rebounded by Covington.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Nurkic can't hit.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
A different look now for Portland. McCollum comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Murray. Pass the Bull. Back to Murray. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. And that one's good. Jokic.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Denver.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Thing burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Pass to Morris. McGee in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. From beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCollum against Morris. McCollum kicks to Lillard. From deep, the long-distance three is buried.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. It's time for the NBA. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Luka Doncic. Bogdanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Bull in at the four-man position.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Out to the wing, Finney Smith kicks to Doncic. No good from outside. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Barton passes to Jokic, lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Doncic, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And that one's good, Barton.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Porzingis inside and a missed layup.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Tries again. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The Nuggets another fast break chance right here. It's deflected, but he recovers it. Bull with it. Marjanovic on him. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jokic has got 5 now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Finney-Smith passes to Burke. Here's Porzingis. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten. Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Nicolo Melli comes in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Burke. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Morris passes to Rivers. To the middle. That shot is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. The drive by Doncic. And that one is good.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Pass to McGee. To the inside. It's good from Gordon on the assist by McGee. Gordon's got his second bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Doncic kicks to Powell. It's good.
Tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Morris, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The Nuggets shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Nuggets lead by 14. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Nuggets so far.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you could see the results.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Green is out there with Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Rivers in at the shooting guard. The Nuggets leading by 14. Pass to Gordon. And here's Rivers. Denver passing it around. The pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
Hardaway, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Millsap. Makes it off the glass.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And it goes down 2 points. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. Dishes it to Rivers. Inside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in, and he's going to get whistled for that foul. G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Mavericks making a switch here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Trey Burks checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Jokic. Following the missed shot by Will Barton, the drive by Jokic. The putback. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now Burke. Out to Hardaway. Passes it to Marjanovic. Goes up again. Barton with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 18. Jokic inside. Burke covering. And there it is for him. Jokic has got 7 points.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. For the 3. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Porzingis. He's got 11.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Here's Burke following the score by Jamal Murray. Burke finds Marjanovic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Melly is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Murray against Doncic. Murray, good. And the Nuggets lead by 19.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. That's tipped.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Denver getting their last shot to go.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And Burton throws it down.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Here's Doncic after the Nuggets pick up 2.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And Jokic throws it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
Morris. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Stolen away. And so it's Denver riding high with a 23-point lead.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Denver came ready to play. They opened up the game knocking down shots and defending extremely well, going on a and that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
On the floor for Dallas. Doncic out there with Trey Burke. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Outside Porter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Outside Porter. The drive by Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
And it's Doncic missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Porzingis finds Burke. Pass to Marjanovic. And he gets it to go. Marjanovic has got 4 points this quarter. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Jokic passes to Porter. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Barton trying to get open. Jokic, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. JaVale McGee comes in for Bull. And Paul Millsap is subbed in for Porter. Cauley Stein. Here's Powell. Back to Cauley Stein. Brunson with a clean look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Here's Murray. 6 points for him. Pass to Jokic. From 12 feet out, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jokic has got 13 points. And so here is Dallas, and now we've got the intentional foul for the Nuggets. Gordon's checked in for Jokic. Austin Rivers comes in for Barton, and Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. The pass to Hardaway, and it's Dallas with another.
How about the timing from Hardaway Jr., looking very comfortable taking shots after catching the pass.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Brunson against Morris. Fires the three. Brunson, no good.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Brunson against Morris. Kicks it out to Richardson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Defender simply couldn't get around the pick, and it results in a wide-open look.
A different look for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Powell, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Bounce pass from Morris. Millsap dishes to Gordon. Morris looking over the floor. Kicks it to McGee. Back to Morris. Over Cauley Stein. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by McGee. McGee's got 3 assists now in this one. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Brunson with it. Guarded now by Morris. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Over Millsap. Cauley Stein's shot is good. Cauley Stein's got his second basket.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
A three from Morris. But they recover it. Goes back up. No good there. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Nuggets on top, opening up a huge gap. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Murray. Green is out there with Porter. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Bull in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Murray kicks to Morris, passes it to Green. Outside, Porter. This one for 3. That one misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. Millsap comes in for Green. Gordon's checked in for Porter. And it's Austin Rivers in for Morris.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Outside Gordon. McGee in the corner. Denver passing it around. Morris kicks to Rivers. Fires from deep. The rebound by Marjanovic. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Off target from outside. The Nuggets leading by 22. Outside Gordon. On the wing, Morris. And another miss by Denver. Mavericks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Gordon with the defensive effort. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
To the paint. Gordon kicks to McGee. He wants to get to Millsap and does. And he makes that one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So Doncic will go to the free throw line. It's on JaVale McGee. And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Coley Stein comes in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Richardson in for Burke. Out to Morris. There's Gordon with the three. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 21. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Out to Doncic. Powell dishes to Hardaway. And here's Richardson outside. They grab their own miss. Fires the three. Good on the triple.
Well, we know that Tim Hardaway Jr. can space the floor. You don't want to allow him to start cooking.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Gordon finds Morris. It's Rivers on the wing. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Millsap has the open look. And again, Denver no good. Now the Mavericks with it. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Barton outside. Bull the pass to Barton. It's Bull top of the key. From the arc. Jokic kicks to Barton over Richardson. And another miss by Denver. Mavericks trail by 16.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nuggets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
On the wing, Porter. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Three-pointer, Barton gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Nuggets lead by 19.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Outside, Porter launches it. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Porter is out there at goal. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard. And for the Clippers, we've got Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 spot. Jackson from long range. Hits it from three-point range. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
He gets it in there.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Jackson. George with the ball. 6 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
There's Porter with the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard's got the ball. And George with the stuff.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts. And the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Pass to Porter. Shoots over Leonard. Porter, no luck. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Porter passes to Bull. Back to Porter. The Nuggets with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The shot by George, no good. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. 20 feet out. Offensive rebound. Not going to go that time.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Nobody near Leonard. Buries it from three-point range. Leonard's got 5.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Murray surveying the D. There's Porter with the 3. Ball kicks to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
George dishes to Jackson. George with the ball. Now guarded by Barton. Leonard on the wing. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Man's checked in. A different look for Denver. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Now Morris. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Millsap. And here's Rivers. He dishes it to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Millsap. Here's McGee. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. 1:21 left here in the opening quarter. To the inside, Leonard. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Millsap. Denver's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first.
You know, Austin Rivers, the 10th overall pick in the 2012 draft, has turned into a nice combo guard, having the ability to play the 1 and the 2.
This is his first free throw of the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Morris kicks to Beverley. The shot off that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. Gordon, the pass to Rivers. It's good. This game is all even.
I mean, he's extremely confident and aggressive. Rivers loves to take it up inside.
High post Cousins. Morris outside. And the pass to Beverley. Now Cousins. Millsap covering. Lets it go. No good from Cousins. Here's Denver now. They've got an 8-0 run. McGee, the pass to Morris. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Kennard kicks to Beverley. Here's Mann. 1 second left. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic. who had a few.
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Gordon. Austin Rivers is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Green, and it's Millsap, and it's center. From 11 feet away, and too long on the shot. Nuggets trail. Morris into the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Jokic passes to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Now here's Jackson. Up top, Morris. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 3, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cousins. Leonard comes in for Morris, and it's Paul George in for Kennard.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Barton. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Ibaka slams it in.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's George. Barton with some nice D. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. George with the ball. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Jokic with the steal. Here's Bol. And the rejection by Zubac. George finds Ibaka. Here's Leonard. Drops in the layup for 2. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Passes to Barton. Here's Jokic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And it's 6 points for Jokic. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Jackson down low. He's covered by Murray. Jackson gets the bucket.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Jackson. Denver also making some changes. Paul Millsap is checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Rivers in for Jamal Murray.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Bull. No good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's George. Yep, it counts. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
And a close game. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Zubats in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Murray against Jackson. Dishes it to Ibaka. Over Jokic. That one wide left. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Murray. And he banks in the layup. Murray's got the first basket of the third quarter for Denver.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Out to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync. And at the worst time, costly.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Jackson. Barton outside. Back to Murray. Over Kennard. And Jokic throws it down. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Leonard against Porter. Ibaka. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Barton with the drive. Excellent D there from George.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling. Oh! Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Now Murray. 8 points for him. 3-pointer. Kept alive. Jokic on the follow.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. Aaron Gordon comes in for Porter. And Morris subbed in for Will Barton. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Morris outside. Kicks to Gordon. Cousins against Jokic. Over Cousins. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
To the middle. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by McGee. Morris has got the lead up to 4 now for Denver. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Morris with the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Denver lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Kennard. Stolen by Gordon. Murray outside. Morris. Over to the wing. McGee finds Gordon. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. 5 to shoot. Here's McGee. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. McGee's got his 2nd basket.
Wow, defensively, for some reason, they've come out flat here in the second half.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Cousins. Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Denver also making some changes. Millsap comes in for Jokic. And it's Rivers in for Jamal Murray.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. There's Gordon with the 3, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Clippers trail by 6. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with Paul Millsap out there with JaMychal Green. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Rivers in at the point guard. Here's George. Green with the rebound. George has gone 2 for 7 from the field. He takes a shot at the elbow. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
George passes to Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Down low, stolen by Jackson. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Jackson, great anticipation on the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
And here's Rivers. Barton finds Green. 17-foot shot on the way. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Kennard, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap. Cole comes in for JaMychal Green, and it's Jamal Murray in for Rivers. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts, a scorching 88%.
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
Outside, Porter. Now the pass to Jokic. Porter kicks to Jokic. And again, Denver no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
Dean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well-versed in finishing above the rim.
Murray dishes to Barton. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. And there's the feed to Murray. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard with the ball, so they take the lead. Leonard's got 10 points here in the second half.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Murray against Kennard. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there. Doing everything he can to rally his team.
Lets it go from 14. Denver grabs the miss. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Bull. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
Pass to George. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
For Denver, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Kennard against Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Inside. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. George looking over the floor. Takes the 13-footer, and no good. And Denver the other way now. Here's Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there.
Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside Leonard feeds it to Ibaka. The putback, good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Huge bucket by DeMarcus. The big man loves the big moment.
Murray, the pass to Barton. To the inside. Here's Jokic over Ibaka. It drops.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And it's Leonard missing. And here are the Nuggets now. Here's Bull. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Soaring high above the Willamette River towards our... And we've got time for a quick pregame report.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. They've got Nikola Jokic. Cole is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point guard. And for the Trailblazers, Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point. Back to Hollis-Jefferson. Nice move. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Barton outside. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Hollis-Jefferson. Here's Simons. Changes up, and it's good on the way in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on this team.
And that one's good. Jokic.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Now, here's Jokic. The rebound by Simons.
And Simons a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Clock at 6. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Barton, and it's blocked. Here's Simons. He's got 5. Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets, fast break, up the floor. And Covington sends it back. Here's Simons. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Simons has got 7 points in the game.
You got to commend the unselfishness of Nurkic. I mean, a guy you can count on to share the rock.
Here's Murray. And that one is off.
Timeout. Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Here's the 3. That shot off. And the Nuggets going the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bucket is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Paul Millsap. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Gordon dishes to McGee. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Anthony. No points in the game yet for him. Releases. McCollum finds Anthony. Let's go. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
With a quick, accurate release, McCollum thrives on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Morris passes to Millsap. And that one drops for him. Millsap's got his second bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Cantor kicks to Lillard. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Lillard against Morris. 2 points. That one goes.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
Millsap at the elbow. Morris passes to Millsap. The dish now to McGee. Stolen by Cantor. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard told us before the game when asked how he...
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a five-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Nuggets. We've got Monte Morris. Gordon out there with Green. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Rivers in at the two-guard spot. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. It's Covington on the wing. Offline with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And finished off by Porter.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the elbow. Jokic crabs the miss.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
It's good. And it's a 3-point Denver lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to Covington. Here's Simons. To the paint. There's Hollis Jefferson. Nurkic trying to get open. Hollis Jefferson, good.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
The Nuggets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Murray outside. Here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Shoots it up. And it's Jokic missing. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Harry Giles. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And Damian... Oh, wow!
Nice! It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Out to Anthony. Wide open look. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Gordon, the pass to Rivers. Now McGee. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Pass to Lillard. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
A different look now for Portland. Norman Bowles checked in for Zach Collins. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
And there's the pass to Carmelo. Kicks it out to McCollum. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. On the wing, Gordon. Passes it to Millsap. Outside, Gordon. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. And that's...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. We've got Hollis Jefferson. Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. Yep, that one goes in there.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Murray. And the shot is good. Murray's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Simons surveying the D. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. And if you're just joining us, we play it over a minute here in the third. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Martin defending. Hangs. Here's Giles.
And you watch Bol on the defensive end. Boy, he's got a lot of potential, especially as he adds strength to that frame.
Pass to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Simons. 11 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Martin with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 5. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. That one doesn't go. And it's Denver the other way. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So Portland ends up going with the new group for the Nuggets. Morris passes to Rivers. And here's Millsap, covered by Anthony. Millsap attacking. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And a wide open look for McCollum. Here's Powell down low. Kicks it out to McCollum. Off target from three-point range. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
And he commits the intentional foul. 1:56 left to play in the third. The three from McCollum.
And we've seen them come out and be much more active defensively this half.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
He gets that one. Millsap's got 8.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leap. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
McCollum, no good.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Cantor kicks to McCollum. Back to Cantor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities when he times it up.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Denver. Morris into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morris has got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Back to Lillard from past the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. 7 points in the game.
His three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
Morris against Lillard. And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist by Morris. Rivers has got his first points in this one. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Cantor finds Lillard. Inside. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from McCollum.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Morris passes to Green. Gordon against Powell. 2 on the clock. And Gordon with the lay-in. Good. Gordon's got 6.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Here's Lillard. Okay, time now for an injury report. We've got a chance to check up on Paul Millsap's status. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I just talked with Denver's head athletic trainer. It's an issue with his hand. It doesn't look very serious right now, but there is some nagging soreness there.
Thank you, David. Hopefully we'll see him very soon. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Bowles. Will Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
Murray dishes to Barton. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Here's Murray. Up and in on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard, bounce pass. Nurkic finds Lillard. McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. Murray against Lillard. Over Murray. Lillard misses. The Nuggets leading by 8. Here's Bull.
And the size Bull has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
And he makes both free throws. McCollum with the ball. The pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Kicks to Lillard. The feed to Nurkic. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. That's good from Porter on the assist by Barton. Porter's got the lead up to 12 now for Denver. Now here's Lillard. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Back to Barton. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
And stolen by Murray. Now here's Bull. Tight defense on him. Outside Porter. Jokic inside. Covered by Lillard. Jokic with the bucket.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Back to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead has got back down to 14 on those points from Lillard.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Nuggets.
Murray against Lillard. Murray the pass to Bull. Back to Murray. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard attacking. Here's Giles. And Bull pulls it down.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Denver.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Jokic.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Basket good.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Bull to the inside. Jokic not going to go that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Moving it up. Covington with it. Now defended by Jokic. Pass to Simons. To the paint with his first shot attempt, and Nurkic finishes inside.
Well, no doubt Nurkic knows how to get it done inside. I mean, using all of his height to find a shot.
Murray surveying the D. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they The sprawling metropolis of... And as things get ready to...
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Will Barton. Cole is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And Doncic gets it to go. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement. And you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Count that one. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Murray surveying the D. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And stolen by Bull. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. That one, no good. Nice D from Doncic. Here's Richardson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
They get it back. Jokic with the bucket.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Richardson attacking. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Murray with it. And stolen by Richardson. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Doncic leading the charge. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Barton against Richardson. Barton, no luck. And stolen by Bull. Denver passing it around. Here's Doncic. Chalk up 2 there. Doncic has got 8 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Barton passes to Murray. And they get it. And it's Barton that time on the assist by Murray.
After a bunch of hard work, Barton has become a decent threat from deep. Got to watch out for him now.
Doncic finds Richardson, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Melly is checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Doncic. Porzingis on the follow.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
A 3 from Morris with the tip. It's good on the putback.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
The pass to Melly. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
The Nuggets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
A different look for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis, and it's Burke in for Dorian Finney-Smith. 41 seconds left to play here in the first. Richardson, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. He has 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Mavericks leading by 6. Burke, the pass to Brunson. Powell kicks to Burke. Pass to Brunson. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Morris. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Morris. Jermichael Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Gordon in at the 3 slot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Powell, the pass to Burke. And here's Richardson outside. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Gordon. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's Rivers. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Trey Burke. If you go a step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Burke, the pass to Redick. Back to Burke. Lets the 3 fly. Can't hit that one. And it's Denver the other way. Passes to Jokic. Shoots over Powell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Eyes yet again, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Rivers. Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 6 to shoot. Burke with it. Now guarded by Barton. Here's Brunson. No good off the back of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Powell, with that long body of his, does a nice job going at the defense and forcing them to foul.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkus, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. Richardson, he's checked in for Trey Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Denver with a change here, too. Gordon's checked in. Now, here's Bull. Here's Murray up on top. And it's Murray with the jam.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard.
Here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got 10.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. Launches a 3. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Murray. Passes it to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad, because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
Doncic outside. Off target from outside. Pass to Jokic. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And now just a 1-point Maverick lead. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Mavericks ahead. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 13 points and
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 15.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
Murray right side. No good with the elbow jumper. The Mavericks leading.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Jokic, he can't hit that time. And it's Dallas the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Bull. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Count it. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, It clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. Denver also making some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap. Bol comes in for Green, and it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Here's Brunson, and the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got his first basket.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Murray against Brunson. Barton trying to get open. Murray, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
But only the first miss of the second half. They come out here with authority.
And Barton throws it down.
Yeah, you know what? I think Barton does a nice job hitting the boards. Would love more of that kind of intensity from him.
Brunson the pass to Burke. Powell kicks to Cauley-Stein. It's Redick on the wing. Shoots it. And it's Denver with the rebound. Bulls got rebound number 5 here tonight. Porter finds Jokic. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jokic has got 10. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the statue when he gets going downhill as well.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there.
Well, I like the athleticism of Murray. Just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Outside for Redick. Here's Cauley-Stein. Rebounded by McGee. Denver in the lead. Gordon inside. Covered by Redick. And the basket by Gordon.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And here's Brunson. Looking to end the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 1. And the pass to Millsap. Morris looking over the floor. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got the lead up to 3 now for Denver.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Burke finds Brunson. Cauley-Stein with it. Can't connect from short range.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And Powell is a really reliable defender. I mean, he's excellent using his length and his quickness to throw shooters off.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Denver on top as they wrap up the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the fourth. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Jokic has the ability to score from just about anywhere, but he's most dangerous inside. Tremendous skill in the painted area.
And Doncic throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Barton finds Jokic. And it's blocked. Pass break, Dallas. And so they foul intentionally. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through. Porzingis can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 3. One-on-one here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
Well, it was a bumpy start to his career for Michael Porter. I mean, this guy had his entire rookie season taken away because of back surgery and had a big mountain to climb just to get back out on the court. But, you know, to his credit, he made the climb.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And, guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Denver calls timeout. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Denver shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Doncic against Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
Here's Doncic. And he converts the layup. Doncic has got 21.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Yep, that one goes in there.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Denver calls timeout. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella
delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moments. Big time shot there.
Doncic looking it over. Out to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Richardson outside. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle. The coach's challenge has been issued. First team like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the basket is good.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And pushing it up, here's Denver. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Murray. Back to Porter. Now Jokic. Count it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
The three for Doncic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. .35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Outside Porter. Jokic against Marjanovic. Now, here's Jokic. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Doncic. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. All right, David, great.